We're live from Bootle this morning at the charity Sean's Place, and just down the road from us is Hugh Baird College. Now, it's one of only 17 further education colleges in the country to hold an outstanding Ofsted rating, and they're also a huge part of the local community here too. Well, Sarah Collins, Director of Foundation Learning at Hugh Baird College, joins me now alongside King's Trust students Ethan Woodcock and Joe Darby. Harris will be speaking to the boys shortly, but first of all, morning Sarah.
Good morning, Kev. You okay?
I'm doing very well indeed. Nice to see you again. We've been talking about community, but just from your perspective and Hugh Baird's perspective, how important is community?
Community is integral to everything that we do at Hugh Baird. Obviously, we are a large college based in Bootle, providing education for young people and for adults also. So to be embedded in our community, to give more and more people those opportunities to have education and training at the appropriate level, as well also our chance to give back to other people, so to give back to other elements of the community. So we consistently work with different residential homes, different providers, different community centres, to try and do our little bit to give back, and also to teach our students around qualifications are important, but also being a strong character, going out and helping others is equally as important, and they're the skills that we hope that they go away from us in the future having.
Yeah, I was really keen to find out about the Transitions Hub and the healthcare campus, those projects where the college connects the community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Transitions Hub is a new provision that opened this year, and it's to support learners with SEMH and mental health difficulties who are unable to gain a college placement elsewhere currently because of some of the difficulties that they face because of this. So the Transitions Hub was open to try and fill this gap, to make sure that we're reducing the amount of neat young people that we've got in our community who are all absolutely so full of potential but just need a little bit of support to be able to get there. The healthcare campus that is next door, that works with young people going into nursing, midwifery, doctors, pharmacy in the future, and it looks at how we can build the skills and the knowledge that those learners need in terms of qualifications, but through making sure that they've got adequate work placements where they're going out in their experience in real world of work to motivate them and excite them for their future.
Thanks for the minute, Sarah. And King's Trust students Ethan Woodcock and Joe Darby Harris are also here. Good morning, boys.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, lad. Yeah, I'm alright. We'll start off with Ethan first. So Ethan, tell us what a King's Trust student is and what the 12-week programme you're on involves.
So at the start of the course, you kind of it depends who you are. You could be nervous, you could be quite happy with who you are, but at the start it's all about seeing who you are as a person and who other people are. You make a lot of mates at the start. As the weeks go by, you do a lot of projects with the community, and it's just a really good thing to do.
Yeah. And how did you? Was it hard? Were you nervous at all? Just being yourself, because it can be scary sometimes, can't it? When you're meeting new people and you're showing yourself to somebody for the first time.
Yeah. So on the first day, I was sick. I threw up. Yeah. But as the days went on, as the weeks went on, I really found myself, and I'm happy with the mates I've made today. I'm a very social person, and I love who I am.
Yeah, love to hear that, Ethan. And Joe, this programme which you're taking, what difference does it make for you? Ethan was just talking there just about, he likes who he is now. Is it giving you more confidence, do you think?
It's more sort of my mindset out for what I want to do in the future than sitting around and doing nothing with myself. So I've been able to actually produce what I want to do in my head now.
And was it difficult to come to that decision, or was it made very easy by the people you were around?
It was difficult at first, but once you get to know everybody on the course, it made it easier as time went on.
Okay, and speaking of the course then, what kind of subjects are you interested in?
I'm more interested in doing electrical now. After this course, I think I'm going to move on to electrical and try and get my degree in that so I can work full time.
You're not going to try and get your degree, you're going to get your degree, lad?
Yeah, I'm going to get my degree in that.
Is right, the right mindset is right. And same thing for you then, Ethan, looking to the future now, where do you see yourself? How is it going to help you?
So I'm going to see myself back where I was originally, back in the army, particularly in the Grenadier Guards, because it's one regiment that I find has the most confidence, and you just have the best life there, to be fair. So I'm hoping to see myself back there in a few years.
Do you think without the help of Hugh Baird College you wouldn't have got to where you are now and wouldn't have the confidence to move forward to be able to do the things that you want to do?
Honestly, yeah, because before I joined Hugh Baird College, I was kind of sat there for 9 weeks. I didn't do nothing with my life at all, and once my mum found King's Trust programme when John Watts recommended it to me, I gave it a go, and it's something I'll never regret because it's honestly helped me so much. I've made so many mates, my confidence has went up to the top, and I'm just so happy to have found the college itself and the King's Trust programme.
Yeah, you're telling me you're live on the radio and you haven't stopped talking, lad. It's been brilliant. No, it's great. And for anybody out there that's listening now, then, Ethan, what advice would you give them? You know, if they're thinking, if they might be struggling, they might be lost, they might be sitting in the room like you were sitting in your room, just bored and not being able to know what to do. What advice would you give them?
So I'd say if you're not doing nothing with your life at the moment, or you're on something that you don't really like, I'd say give King's Trust a go, because it's just a stepping stone to make your life even better. I mean, it's really improved my life. I'm doing something. I'm going on to go get my maths and English soon and possibly get on a course in September. So the King's Trust has opened a lot of doors for me. And yeah, again, I'm just really happy to be on it.
Same thing for you then as well, Joe. What advice would you give to anybody who might be stuck in a rut, maybe, who's just looking for an opening, just some encouragement?
It's never too late to change what you're doing. I left it a bit too late, but now I'm thriving and I'm happy.
But you're where you need to be where you are now, aren't you? You're in a position where you're going to be taking your degree, you're going to pass your degree, you're going to start your own electrical business, and you're just going to go on and on and on. So you are where you need to be, right?
Yeah, just think it's time to smash everything now and get your life together.
Yeah, all right, lad. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sorry, I'm just digging deep, aren't I? Nice one, Joe.
All right, mate.
Yeah, Ethan, nice one.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
And just the last word from Sarah then. Sarah, you're just nodding your head profusely there just quickly. How proud of you with Joe and Ethan and listening to them so eloquently talk about where they were to where they are now.
It's just everything that we're all about as a college. It makes us as a staff team just exceptionally proud, and there are hundreds and thousands of students just like Joe and Ethan that exist at our different campuses, at Thornton, at Transition Sub and at Hugh Baird, and we're so thankful of programmes that are neat re-engagement programmes like the King's Trust, because look how much potential these young people have got that may not have been found without fantastic staff members encouraging them to find themselves and find a sense of belonging, and that is why community is so big to us. We're in the place where we need to be to try and get young people and adults back on track so that they can achieve their goals in the future.
Yeah, that's lovely. That, Sarah, thanks for coming in to talk to us this morning.
Our pleasure, thank you.
Yeah, so that was Sarah Collins, Director of Foundation Learning at Hugh Baird College, and you also heard from two great young lads there from the King's Trust students, Ethan Woodcock and Joe Darby-Harris, inspiring young people out there. So just if you want to listen, you need to play that back. If you've got somebody listening who's maybe a little bit lost, wants a bit of inspiration to move forward and to achieve the things that they want to do, then listen back to those two young lads on BBC Sounds. 9:18, let's hit the roads now.